Hello everyone, today I Aksh Katyal
I Ojis Agarwal.
Hi, Shubham Jain.
are going to give you a tutorial of the chapter resources. So let's begin. First question which would automatically come in your mind is what is a resource?
Anything that has utility or usability or can be used to satisfy a need can be termed as a resource. All resources have some value. Value basically means worth. The use or utility of an object is what gives it a value. Also, the use or utility of an object is what makes a substance a resource.
Some resources have economic value, some do not. For example, metals may have an economic value, a beautiful landscape may not, but both are important and satisfy human needs. Some resources can become economically valuable with time. If they are patented and sold by someone, they can become economically valuable.
Patent, it means the exclusive right over an idea or invention. Your grandmother's home remedies have no commercial value today, but if they are patented and sold by a medical firm tomorrow, they could become economically valuable.
Time and technology are the two most important factors that can change substances into resources. Time and technology both are related to the needs of people, and people themselves are the most important resource. It is their ideas, knowledge, discoveries, and inventions that lead to the creation of many others. Each discovery or invention leads to the creation of more resources.
The discovery of fire led to the practice of cooking and many other processes, while the invention of the wheel ultimately resulted in development of newer modes of transport. The technology to create hydroelectricity has turned energy in fast-flowing water into an important resource. Resources are generally classified into three groups: natural, human-made, and human.
Resources that are drawn from nature and used without much modification are called natural resources. The air we breathe, the water in our rivers and lakes, the soils, minerals are all natural resources. Many of these resources are free gifts of nature and can be used directly. In some cases, tools and technology may be needed to use a natural resource in the best possible way. Natural resources are classified into different groups depending upon their level of development and use, origin, stock, and distribution. On the basis of their development and use, resources can be classified into two groups: actual resources and potential resources. Actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known. These resources are being used in the present. The rich deposits of coal in the Ruhr region of Germany and petroleum in the West Asia, the dark soils of Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra are all actual resources.
Potential resources are those whose entire quantity may not be known, and these are not being used at present. These resources could be used in the future. The level of technology we have at present may not be advanced enough to easily utilize these resources. The uranium found in Ladakh is an example of potential resource that could be used in the future. High-speed winds were a potential resource 200 years ago. Today, they are an actual resource, and wind farms generate energy using windmills like in Netherlands.
Based on their origin, resources can be abiotic or biotic. Abiotic resources are non-living while biotic resources are living. Soils, rocks and minerals are abiotic, but plants and animals are biotic resources. Now we are gonna talk about ubiquitous and localized resources. On the basis of their distribution, resources can be ubiquitous or localized. Resources that are found everywhere, like the air we breathe, are ubiquitous, but those which are found only in certain places are localized, like copper and iron.
Renewable resources are those which can get renewed or replenished quickly. Some of these are unlimited and are not affected by human activities such as solar and wind energy. Yet, careless use of certain renewable resources like water, soil, and forests can affect their stock.
Non-renewable resources are those which have a limited stock. Once the stocks are exhausted, it may take thousands of years to be renewed or replenished. Since this period is much more than human lifespan, such resources are considered non-renewable. Coal, petroleum, and natural gas are some examples.
A basic question that comes in everybody's mind on reading this chapter is why are resources distributed unequally over the earth? So let's discuss about it. The distribution of natural resources depends upon number of physical factors like terrain, climate and altitude. The distribution of resources is unequal because these factors differ much over the earth. The first important term is technology. Technology is basically the application of latest knowledge and skill in doing or making things. The second important term is stock of resource. Stock of resources, the amount of resources available for use.
Natural substances become resources only when their original form has been changed. Iron ore was not a resource until people learned how to extract iron from it. People use natural resources to make buildings, bridges, roads, machinery, and vehicles, which are known as human made resources.
Human resources are the humans itself. Human resource refers to the number and mental and physical abilities of people. Though there are differing views regarding treatment of humans as a resource, one cannot deny the fact that it is the skills of humans that lead to the creation of more resources and also which help in transferring a physical material into a valuable resource.
Let's talk about human resource development, which means improving the quality of people's skills so that they are able to create more resources.